So you've passed the basic info stage of the VIPKID application process and you're wondering, what's the best interview option to choose? This is Free Coaching Friday, where I take questions submitted by my community and I answer them for everyone's benefit. So today we'll be answering a question that many referrals have. I've passed the basic info stage of the VIPKID application process. What should I do next? There are so many options. Which one should I choose? In this video, I will talk about the 5 different interview options you have with VIPKID, and I will give details on them, and also I'll do my best to make it clear how you can choose which one might be the best fit for you. But first, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, let me introduce myself. My name is Keely, I'm the online teacher chick, and I help VIPKID applicants get hired and get students. You may, if you're watching this video right now, you may have already applied to VIPKID, and if you already have a referring teacher, that is great. If you don't have a referring teacher though, and you'd like me as your free coach, please check down there and you'll see directions on how to add me as your referring teacher and then get me as your free coach. And the sooner you do it, the sooner you get my direct help. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the bell so that you get notified when I release new videos on ESL, teaching online, and getting hired with VIPKID and having success with them. The first 2 interview options I'll talk about are 2 traditional paths, and actually I took one of them. The first one is the live demo and interview, and I have some videos on tips and how to pass that one down below, so you can check down there. And that's where you meet via computer with a VIPKID staff member in Beijing. And that person will ask you a few questions, interview style, and then after that, he or she will pretend to be a 5-year-old taking your class. And that's when you put your teacher face on and teach the heck out of the My Feelings demo lesson. This option could be a good fit for you if you want human interaction, because there will be another person on the other side of the computer. If you want immediate personalized feedback, because you'll be meeting with this person and at the end they'll tell you about how you did, and you get an email, like I think I got mine within minutes. I don't know if I mentioned, this is the option that I chose. It can be a good fit for you if you want the ability to ask questions. If you want realistic practice, because again, there will be another person there, so there will be an exchange as there is in the normal classroom. This could also be a good fit if you want the ability to show your skills for 10 minutes. Other options may not offer you as much time, so if you're confident and you really know that you can teach the heck out of the lesson, then you might want to take this option. This could be a good fit for you if you want to be able to practice in advance with the slides. Also, if you're a great interviewer, exploit that. You want to always play to your strengths, because at the end of this is the person that's going to determine your base pay. So you want to be impressive, and if you're an impressive interviewer, then this is a good option for you. This is also a good fit if you're confident and if you come alive when you're interacting with someone else. Again, it's a good way to play to your strengths if those are yours. It could also be a good fit if you don't mind not having control over the pacing of the class you teach, because you can practice as much as you want and leave as much time for pretend responses as you think you need, but when you have an actual person pretending to be a 5-year-old on the other side of the camera, your pacing can get way off. You have to manage behavior sometimes, do corrections, you might have to do corrections over and over, so the pacing is something that is really not in your control. It could also work for you if you don't mind that it's a one and done kind of situation. There's not really a do-over. You do it and you do the best you can and you hope that you've passed. And also, this could be a good fit for you if you don't mind the approximate 1-hour time frame. I mentioned earlier that another option you have is the recorded demo. And in this one, you still want to teach the heck out of the My Feelings lesson, but you don't have an interviewer with you. It's just you in the classroom, and you can record your demo as many times as you want until you feel satisfied and then submit it. So this option could be a good fit for you if you want time to get familiar with teaching in an online classroom, because you do get to spend a lot of quality time alone in the portal. If you want to reduce the chances of internet issues, because you don't have to try to connect to someone in Beijing, you'll just be on your computer making your recording. If you want control over pacing, because you get to decide how long you get to leave for student responses and which corrections you'll actually address and how long those will take. If you want to be able to record as many times as you want before submitting so that you're really confident about what your submission is. If you want the potential for less pressure because there won't be another person on the other side of the camera, and there's not that interview, like some people get really nervous about interviews, so you don't have to do that part, so you can eliminate that. If you want to be able to practice with the slides in advance, and also this could be a good option for you if you're not a great interviewer. Again, play to your strengths, and if you know that interviewing is not one of your strengths, this is one way to sort of get around that and still get to the part where you get to become a VIPKID teacher. This could also be a good fit for you if you don't mind a less realistic classroom experience, if you don't mind having to remember to introduce yourself and talk about your qualifications and experience, because there won't be another person there to ask you those things. You do need to sell yourself in the beginning. If you don't mind faking errors so that you can show that you know how to correct them, and if you don't mind leaving time for imaginary student responses, because again, there won't be a student there, but you do want to show that you're aware that in reality, another person will be on the other side of the camera. And also this could be a good option for you if you don't mind waiting for feedback. Since there's not a person there, you won't get that interaction, and you certainly won't be able to ask questions or hear back from them right away. Another option you have is the Smart Demo lesson. It's pretty new and I've released a video about it. You can find it in the description below. But in the Smart Demo lesson, that one may take 10 minutes. You can do it from your smartphone, and the actual lesson is 2.5 minutes max. There's also no interviewer, so it's just you and your phone. This could be a good fit for you if you really want convenience, and if you want control over pacing, because there's not another person there. If you want to be able to record as many times as you want before making a submission so that you're confident that your demo is good enough. If you want the potential for less pressure because there's not another person there. And if you want to be finished in about 10 minutes. It also could be a good fit for you if you don't mind a less realistic classroom experience, having to remember to introduce yourself and talk about your qualifications and experience, if you don't mind faking errors so that you can show that you know how to correct them, if you don't mind leaving time for imaginary student responses, if you don't mind taking a quiz. I didn't mention that in the beginning. There is a short quiz. It's 5 questions. So if you don't mind doing that, this could be a good fit for you. And if you don't mind the very short time frame that you have, and I say that because then, if you know that you're good at this teaching thing, you don't have as much opportunity to show that because the demo lesson is 2.5 minutes max. And this could also be a good fit for you if you don't mind waiting for feedback. There's also the Simplified demo lesson, which is something else that's relatively new. You do this one live with an interviewer, and it's only 6 slides long, so it's a shorter interaction. And the actual lesson is also simplified, so it's simpler content. This one could be a good fit for you if you actually see this as an option. I think it's rolling out slowly. I'm not sure if everyone gets the opportunity. It could also be a good fit for you if you want human interaction, if you want immediate personalized feedback and the ability to ask questions, if you want realistic practice, because again, there's someone on the other side of the camera, if you want fewer slides and potentially less prep time, if you want to be able to practice with the slides in advance, if you want simpler content, and if you want a demo that's more closely aligned with the mock/certification class that you'll need to do next, the Simplified demo is more closely related to that, so it can give you, I guess, a more realistic practice experience for your next step. This is also a good option if you are a great interviewer, if you are confident, and if you come alive when interacting with someone else. It could also be a good fit if you don't mind not having control over your pacing, If you don't mind that this is a one and done and there's no do-over, if you don't mind that you're not able to showcase your skills for as long, and if you don't mind the approximate 30-minute time frame. And if you compare this to the regular live interview and demo, this takes about half the time. So that's why I say, you don't have quite as long to showcase your skills. And finally, there's the VIPKID Fast Pass, which is also known as Coaching Days. And this is where you take several hours and you go to a live event. Sometimes you can get a virtual one. They're in many cities throughout the United States and some even in Canada, generally on a Saturday. And this is a way that you can skip the interview and do some, kind of intensive prep for the next step, your mock class, also known as the certification class. So this could be a good fit for you if you have one nearby or you can do one virtually. If you want some human interaction, because you'll be there with VIPKID teachers who are coaches for these events, and you'll also be there with other VIPKID applicants. This could be a good fit if you want to skip the interview, if you want to practice with coaches and receive immediate personalized feedback, if you want the ability to ask questions. They do a lot of question answering at these events. The people there are perfectly capable and willing to do that. This could be a good fit if you want to meet other candidates as well, if you're social. Also, if you want greater preparation for your mock/certification classes, this is where to get it. These events are like 4 hours long, and you have at your disposal many experienced VIPKID teachers who can help you get all those skills down that you need to showcase in your mock classes. And also, you get to schedule your mock class before you even leave. This could also be a good fit if you're not a great interviewer because, again, you get to skip the interview. And it could be good for you if you don't mind potentially traveling. It might be worth it to you. I have a referral that's traveling. I think she said it's an hour and 20 minutes to the nearest coaching day, but that's what she really wanted. She felt like that was the best fit for her, so that's what she's going to do. So if you don't mind that, this could be good for you. If you don't mind your pay not being determined until the next stage, because for most of the other options, your pay is determined right away because there's a person there or a person reviewing your stuff pretty quickly that can say, okay, here's what your base pay will be based on your performance here and your qualifications. At the coaching day, you don't really perform. You're not being evaluated in that way. So it's your mock or your certification class combined with your qualifications and experience that will determine your pay. So you won't get to know that until the next step. This could also be a good fit for you if you don't mind the 4-hour time frame. So those are the 5 different options that you have after you pass the basic info stage of the VIPKID application process. The live interview and demo, the recorded demo, the smart demo, the simplified demo, and the fast pass/coaching days. I hope that I've been able to be clear and help you make the decision that's right for you. VIPKID gives you all these options so that you can pick something that works for you, something that highlights you the best, something that gives you the best chance at moving on to the next stage. I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, please give it a like. And remember to subscribe and click the bell to get notified when I release new videos on teaching ESL, teaching online, and getting hired and having success with VIPKID. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.